replay viewers. If you're just joining, my name is Alexander Pettitt. I give you all the latest tips and tricks about Periscope, and today's broadcast is about a brand new update just hitting the Apple iOS store right now. Welcome everybody. As you join in to the broadcast, hold on, let me put my phone that way. As you join, please do swipe up on Android, swipe left to right on iOS, click the share button. I thought I would come and let you know about a brand new update to Periscope that has just in the last probably 2 minutes been launched to the iOS Apple App Store for you to start downloading from, well, now. So I'm going to tell you what is in the update. I'm going to tell you what you guys can do with it. Thank you, Daniela, for sharing. Thank you, QueenB727. You are fast. I know. To be fair, I was just on the Apple App Store, happened to see that the new app is up. So I'm going to tell you what's in it, I'm going to tell you what you can do with it, and I'm going to tell you how you guys can get it. I will say it doesn't look like, hey AJ, how you doing? Hey Talent, how are you as well? That's awesome, thank you, no worries. I will say that it does look like there is no update to Android just yet. Jason, you just updated. And if you're a beta tester, you will already know a lot of these features as well. But there are two main features that are now available to the public. So I am going to reveal them to you in just a second. All I'll say, guys, is if you haven't yet shared, I'm going to read out everybody. I've checked out Gboard AJ. I freaking love it. If you haven't yet shared, share now, just like Ashley's done, just like Johnny2020 as well. Either on Twitter, Facebook, or, of course, you can invite your friends on Periscope as well. And then I will tell you what is in this brand new app. To share, you swipe up on Android, swipe left to right on iOS, and then you click the share button. Thank you, Cuddly Bear. Thank you, WHBS blog. That almost got me complicated because I used to go to a school called WHSB. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, RKBA. Good to see you as well. Tell us, says Raymond. Neil, thank you. Dance Our Way Home. All right, so I'm going to reveal the first new feature. So let me just very quickly recap. If you are just joining, Periscope in the last 3 minutes have just updated their iOS version of the app. It's a big update, definitely worth downloading. We learn something new about you every day, and you'll be learning more because I'm about to do later on today a Ask Me Anything. I'll tell you more about that towards the end as well. So an update to Periscope's iOS version, that's their Apple app, a big update. It's their version 1.4. And if you would have been following me, you would have seen some announcements about what is actually to come in this app update. And now it's here for everyone. It's here for the public. So the first big thing is something that Periscope are calling broadcast search. Ever since Periscope was created back on the 26th of March 2015, one of the biggest feature requests, guys, was give us an easy way to discover broadcasts. It's easy to kind of search for broadcasters. You know, you can type my name into the top of the app and find me quite easily. But what if I just want to find broadcasters that are doing sunsets? Or what if I just want to find broadcasts about sunsets? Or broadcasts that are using drones? Or people who are broadcasting for the first time? Now, if you're on an Apple device and you update your Periscope app from now, you can use this new feature called broadcast search, which is you can search for a broadcast by tapping the magnifying glass in the top left of the search page on the global list. And you can also now tap on suggested hashtags. And think of hashtags like that they are the same on Twitter, grouping broadcasts together. So there's hashtags like hashtag travel, there's hashtag music, as Jeremy says there, hashtag Alex, hashtag sunset, hashtag awesome. And so now, in your broadcast titles, guys, you should be starting to use hashtags to help you get discovered by other people who are maybe looking for a certain topic. So yesterday, I think I did the hashtag talk and hashtag teach and hashtag a couple of others. Of course, hashtag save is a big one right now to make sure you save your broadcast for longer than 24 hours, something I didn't do in this title. And also, in those groupings, guys, you're going to see a lot more coming up. One of the big hashtags to watch out for over the next week is hashtag, I'm going to write it down for you, hashtag AMA, all right? Look out for it when you download the app, hashtag AMA. I am going to be broadcasting using that hashtag, using hashtag AMA. Yeah, no hashtags in this title, though. Watch out for my next broadcast, which will be using hashtag AMA, which means Ask Me Anything. I'm going to go live tonight. I'll tell you exactly what time. Or I say tonight, it will be my tonight, your today. So 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, and 9 p.m. here in the UK. I'm going to be doing an Ask Me Anything. It's a broadcast all about you guys in a way, because basically I'm going to go live. I'm going to tell you how I got started with Periscope and how I got started in live streaming, and then it's completely over to you. You can ask me any question to do with Periscope or my life or anything, any tips you want to learn about Periscope. It's a very special hashtag Ask Me Anything to celebrate the brand new broadcast search feature that Periscope has released. You've got some good questions ready, Jeremy? Good. So if you're not already following, guys, and you want to get involved in that and you want to get a notification when I go live, swipe up on Android, swipe left to right on iOS, and make sure you click on my name and then click on the follow button so that, AJ, yes, you can ask about anything, apparently, so that you get that notification. All right. I promised I was going to give you all the details that is in this brand new update. For those of you that are just joining and it's like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, 3 p.m. Central Time indeed. Who is that? Shan, thank you for putting that. Is the update live now, Jeremy asks. If you are on an iOS device and you have Periscope on your Apple device, yes, you can go to the Apple App Store now, head in and update your Periscope app. It will update to version 1.4, which is this brand new update just launched about now 7 or 8 minutes ago. And as I just discussed, the first big feature that is now available to everyone with this update is something called broadcast search. It's brilliant because it will mean that you guys can get more people into your broadcast. It's all about people being able to discover your broadcast, and you as a viewer being able to discover more people, or more of the types of people, or more of the types of broadcasts that you want to. Where am I from? I'm from just outside of London in a place called Essex. All right, on to the second big feature that is in this app, guys, in this app update, I should say. If you're ready to find out what it is, swipe up on Android now, swipe left to right on iOS, click the share button. For everyone that shares now, I'm just going to do a quick shout out of all the names that I see that are sharing, and then I'm going to tell you what this big new secondary feature in the app update is. What about Android, says Shirley. No update that I can see just yet. Lonnie the Fuzzy, thank you for sharing. Grateful Chicks, thank you very much. Steph, Unleashed Horizon, thank you as well to Kim, Jamie, Peace 99 now. Dan, Kim, another Kim, Schwartz, thank you for sharing. You invited your followers, AJ, thank you very much. Jag, Eco, I think that was 2004. Albert, you guys are awesome. Thank you for sharing. For those that have just been shared in by everyone, all these awesome people here. Hey, Anita, Adam. Hey, Adam Gabriel, how are you? Transpersonal healer, thank you. So for those of you that have just been shared in, like, what's this broadcast all about? I'm telling you about the brand new Periscope iOS update. If you have an Apple device, head over to the Apple App Store after this broadcast and hit the big update button by the Periscope logo, and you will get this brand new version 1.4 of the app. So we just talked about broadcast search that's in it. If you want to find out more about that, watch the replay. You like the British accent? Thank you. The big thing is if you are an owner of a DJI drone. If anyone doesn't know what a drone is, I will explain. But if you are an owner of a DJI drone or a DJI product, because it's not just drones, that is now fully integrated with Periscope. So for those of you that were around when Periscope first launched, or at least for the first few months of Periscope, you'll know that the only way that you could broadcast onto Periscope was by using the camera on your phone. Then a couple of months down the line, actually it was almost a year down the line, Periscope allowed you to download an update and then broadcast with GoPros. I don't have mine on my desk, but you could broadcast using a GoPro. Today they have released to you on iOS on an Apple device. You can now also broadcast using your drone, your DJI drone. Now, someone asked what models. I can't remember off the top of my head, so I'm going to get the exact models and what phones and what drones you can use it for. I do know it is the DJI Phantom 3, the Phantom 3 Pro, the brand new Phantom 4 that has come out, also the Inspire 1. So if you've got any of those, if you're a drone person, good to hear that you're magnificent. I'm all good, thank you. So if you are an owner of those, just again, I'll read them out now. I've got them in front of me. It is a DJI Inspire, a Phantom 4, a Phantom 3 Professional or Advanced, and a DJI Osmo, which is the handheld stabilized camera that I was using yesterday to do my castle scope. So if you haven't watched that yet, after this broadcast, if you want to see what this new integration looks like, go and check out, it's called Hadley Castle at Sunset on my profile, and you'll see it. Your phone doesn't show hearts popping up the screen. Ah, interesting. The other thing to say is if you are going to use this integration, you have to have an iPhone 5S and above. So an iPhone 5 or an iPhone 5C will not work. And that's the two major updates in this brand new iOS update. Now, I still seeing in the chat a lot of people asking, hey, but what about Android? Have they been forgotten behind? No, the team is still working. The Android team at Periscope are working hard on an app update. Usually it doesn't follow too far behind. You loved that broadcast? It was smooth? Ah, I'm glad. The broadcast time show to now. Yes, there's a couple of user interfaces changes. I wish I could show you, but look. It's dead. I have Periscope on here, but the phone is dead, so I apologize. A couple of user interface changes that you'll notice if you're like a hawk-eyed person. When you go into Periscope, the thumbnail images for your broadcast, they used to be kind of small rectangular. Now they're big and square, and it means that more people can, just by looking at your broadcast, see what is going on inside. So that's great news. The other thing is it tells you the duration of the broadcast. So you know how sometimes like you click on someone's title to watch their replay and you're like, you expect it to be a 5-minute broadcast and it turns out being an hour broadcast. Now it's going to tell you the time on the outside so you don't have to go in and find out. Let me do some black and there we go. Are you on Bosker yet? Yes, Flames, I have tried Bosker. Yes, says SP Heart. So yeah, on the outside of a broadcast, it tells you the duration of that broadcast for a replay, which is a great addition. Any last minute questions about the update, guys? If you're new to me and you haven't yet followed, like I say, don't miss that Ask Me Anything broadcast coming up in a few hours' time, in 3 hours' time. Just swipe up on Android, swipe left to right on iOS, and click my name, then click the... oh, we've frozen. Click my name and then click the follow button. And if you don't yet or you haven't yet shared out this broadcast, please do that. Just swipe up on Android, swipe left to right on iOS, click the share button and you can share it out to Twitter, you can share it out to Periscope, and of course you can share it out on Facebook as well if you're a Facebook user. Guys, I'm just going to check that I'm still live because my phone has completely frozen. So I can't see any of your comments at the moment. It has well and truly froze. Yeah, I am still live. Alright, I'm going to get your comments from here then, hopefully. So, apologies for the delay in the comment. There'll be like a little 10-second delay, but I can still... You're still good? Thanks, Brandy. We're parents. Yeah, you are. Yeah, apologies. The screen on the phone here has completely frozen. That might be something to do with the beta update. Oh, no, it's back. Alex doesn't like the other languages. Love the addition of duration of times. Me too. Oh, it's really delayed. Question. Sometimes I get a connection error in the chat. I wonder why. Any books about Periscope? There are a couple of books out there about Periscope, yes. There was a... Peter Stewart did one. Take a look at that. Peter Stewart did a whole book about how to use Periscope. Thanks for the great scope. No worries. So now you're fully up to date. Just to recap for anyone just joining, if you are an iOS user, you can go to the Apple App Store after this broadcast and download the brand new version of Periscope. It's going to be version 1.4 with two brand new and really good features in there. Number one, broadcast search. So now you can much more easily find a broadcast or the type of broadcast that you want to watch. So you could put, for example, the keywords like sunset or cars, or if you know a couple of words that are in the title, you could put them in there. Or you can search for hashtags. So you can search for hashtags. For example, I'm going to be broadcasting later on using hashtag AMA, Ask Me Anything. So at 9 p.m. GMT, in 3 hours' time, no matter where you are in the world, make sure you're following me now so that you don't miss the broadcast where I do an Ask Me Anything. I'm going to tell you my Periscope story, how the app has changed my life over the last year, and then I'm going to open it up completely to any question at all. It's up to you. So start thinking of questions now, and then join me in 3 hours' time for that broadcast. Will the new version keep our old contacts? Yes. When you update, you don't lose anything. Don't worry about that. AMA against medical advice. Any questions, Brandy? It is a completely, I'm going to regret saying this, open, ask me anything. Do you think Periscope is going away? It seems less busy. No, I don't, and I know that the team are just working so hard on the app and planning much more cool stuff for us to be able to do using the app. What are the new features? Watch the replay. I'm about to end the scope and you can watch it all. Guys, I am going to leave it there. I just want to thank you for everyone that's joined this broadcast. And also, big thanks to everyone who's been tapping away on the screen. I've seen hearts. I'm pretty sure all your taps froze my broadcast at one point. So thank you for everyone who's been tapping on the screen and giving hearts. A big thanks to you also for sharing the broadcast. Sharing is the way that we grow this Periscope community, especially on Twitter. So when you share out on Twitter, that broadcast is going to people who maybe don't have Periscope yet, and they watch a Periscope broadcast and they think, I'm going to download this app. So sharing out to Twitter is super important. So a big thank you to everyone that shared out both on Periscope, Twitter, and Facebook. And go download the app if you haven't already. If you're an iOS user, you can go over to the Apple App Store now, hit Periscope, and hit the download button. That's me done. Like I say, join me in 3 hours' time for the hashtag AMA broadcast. Start thinking of your questions now. Bye, guys. Oh, no, I can't end the broadcast.